Yo, what's up guys, how's it going? Today I have an iPhone 7 that I drenched in the water, and for some reason I thought this iPhone 7 was completely sealed by Apple because it still has the original screen. When the phone was turned on, the screen started to flicker on and off. The first thing you want to do if your phone gets wet is turn it off, because as you can see here, it's kind of glitching right now. And if you zoom it in, you might see some tiny little lines across the screen. So the first thing you want to do is quickly turn off your phone. Turn it off, because if you have it on, it's gonna get worse. Now the next thing, take out the SIM tray. From here you want to suck all the liquid out of the phone. So you're gonna have to suck through here on the SIM tray slot. You're gonna have to do it from the front speaker here. You're gonna have to do it from the microphone. And the easiest part to suck all the liquid out is out of the bottom of the phone, which is the speakers and the charging port. Make sure you don't blow on the speakers, because you could also have the liquid get even deeper inside the phone. So the best thing you could do is suck everything out the best way you can. Now once you do that, the next thing you're gonna have to do is take apart the phone. You have to heat both the screen and the motherboard, so to make sure that all the liquid is dried up inside the phone. If you don't have the experience or you don't feel comfortable, the best thing you could do is heat the phone the way it is right now. All you basically need is a hair dryer. Make sure it blows out hot air. Make sure you keep on moving the hair dryer back and forth. Don't just heat it up in one spot, because that could cause some damage. Make sure you heat up all around the phone, from the top of the phone all the way to the bottom. Then you want to flip over the phone and heat it up again all around the phone for around 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 4. To check if it's hot enough, just touch the phone, and if it's too hot to touch, then that means the phone is hot enough. From here you're gonna have to take apart the phone as quick as you can. I don't think this phone has the adhesive sticker around the corners here, but let me just check right now. I'm pulling the screen, but it's not coming off, so I'm assuming there is adhesive around the screen since it's not pulling so easily. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heat up the phone real quick here. Heat up the phone until it's too hot to touch. Don't heat one spot at a time. You have to move it around the whole entire phone. If you use a metal tool, it'll be slim enough to reach in between the screen here. On the right side here, that's where the screen ribbon cables are located at. So you want to be careful not to slice too deep inside. This whole entire part right here on the left side is completely empty, but you still want to make sure not to slice too deep. The top part, let me heat it up a bit more so that the adhesive will loosen up. As you can see there, it's starting to open up. Be very careful not to open up on this side. There we go. It's already opened up and you see all the adhesive that was around the whole entire screen right here. See that? The first thing you want to do is disconnect the battery. So the battery is located under this plate right here. Make sure you keep these screws organized because some of them are different sizes as well. And this is the connection for the battery. So if you follow it through, it connects right here. So all you want to do is just disconnect it real quick. Disconnect that. Now you want to disconnect the screen, which is these two ribbon cables right here. This is the first one here. Disconnect that. And now the second ribbon cable. Now you want to disconnect the front camera as well. You can take out the whole entire screen like that. And yeah, as you can see here, look at that. It has a wet mark right here saying that it's been wet. But I don't know how it's been wet since the whole entire screen still had the adhesive around it. I think Apple's adhesive is way more thicker than this. This is very thin right here. This isn't Apple's adhesive sticker right here on the sides. These are from a third party. The adhesive size is very, very thin. It's not like Apple's. Apple's adhesive is more of it's like a thick layered. It's very firm and it's very flat as well. Yeah, no wonder the phone got water damage because the adhesive wasn't from Apple's. Yeah, and yeah, as you can see here, look at that. Look at the battery, it's dirty. So it's been replaced by a third-party technician, and this technician didn't include the proper adhesive for this iPhone 7. Now from here, you want to heat up both the screen and the motherboard. Alright, after 1 to 2 minutes, these two parts are hot enough so that I could barely touch it. Now let me just wait 2 to 3 minutes for these to cool up, then I'll do it again. Okay, so after the 5th time I heated up this iPhone, now let me start by connecting the ribbon cables here. The battery ribbon cable you should connect last. Kind of have my fingers crossed right now, and let's just check it out right. And now. Okay, so far I see the Apple logo. Because when I first wet the phone, I saw like these little very thin lines on the screen here. So okay, so as you can see here, you do not see the little thin lines that was across the screen. They're pretty much disappeared. They're pretty much not visible. Let me see, the touch is good. There's no lagginess. Let me see the home button. The home button works here. All right, let me see the camera. Does the camera work? Let me see here. Yeah, it seems to be working good. Let me check the front camera. The front camera seems to be working. Let me check the speakers now. Now let's see how the ringtone, if it works good or not. Yeah, it works good. Yeah, everything seems to be working great. Yeah, it's perfect. So if this ever happens to you, make sure to turn off the phone. You have to open up the phone, disconnect the ribbon cables, the screen. If I was you, I would disconnect both cameras. I would disconnect all the connections here. I would disconnect all the connections here for the motherboard, the battery, the charging port, the two cameras up front here. I would disconnect them and I will heat them up with the hair dryer there. Should work perfectly as it did for me, as you can see. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.